So everyone wanted me to do a highlight and contour video, and I'm gonna do one for you guys. So the first thing I do is I get my little age rewind eraser and I make my little triangle under my eyes. So when I'm getting ready to go like out or to work, I always do this after I have my eyeshadow on because I get a lot of fallout with my eyeshadow, and so I don't want to put my stuff on and then do my eyeshadow and have it like stick to my under eye concealer. Also, a lot of people do put it on their chin. I don't put it on my chin only because I have a heart-shaped face, obviously, so you can see, and my chin is already prominent and I don't want to draw more attention to it. So if you have like a square-shaped face or a rounder face and you want to draw a little bit more attention to your chin area, you're gonna put a little bit of this on your chin also. So, and then I always get my little tree of life coming out of my forehead. So once that's there, this product dries really quickly. So I take my damp beauty blender and I use the pointed end and I just press this into my skin. You want to press and pat. You do not want to wipe or swipe this onto your skin because it's going to take off the product and it's not going to leave you with that really nice highlighted look. So you can see I'm just patting the product into my skin. We're not rubbing it, we're patting. And if you have any redness around your nose, just take your beauty blender and kind of push the product down into those little creaks and crevices. Your concealer is in. You want to set it using either a loose translucent powder or a yellow powder. I'm actually going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit today to do my highlight and contour. And the color that I'm going to use to set is the banana color right here. It's in the middle. And the brush that I'm using is a Real Techniques contour brush. So I'm going to use my brush and I'm going to generously get my yellow banana powder and pat it underneath my eyes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bake our under eyes. And what happens when you bake your under eyes is it really sets that concealer and prevents it from creasing up and looking, you know, coming off like halfway through. So I know it looks really crazy, and I did this in the last video, but you guys didn't know that I was baking. You probably just thought I was weird and had like massive amounts of white powder underneath my face. So we're just gonna leave all of that product underneath our eyes so that it sets our concealer, and we're gonna take the product up and do the same to our forehead to really make it nice and bright. Okay, so the first thing I do is I start off with a bronzer to warm up my skin before I do my contour. So the bronzer that I'm going to use right now is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. It's the Amazonian Clay bronzer using the Real Techniques contour brush. It's called a sculpting brush actually, not a contour brush. So I just get my little brush and tap it into the product, and I'm gonna start with my forehead. So when you're doing highlight and contour, you wanna make sure you get your forehead bronzed also, so it looks more natural. And the whole point of bronzing your skin is to warm it up and kind of give it some color and dimension where the sun would naturally hit your skin and give it some color. So when you put your foundation on, it takes all your natural color kind of away, gives you a blank canvas. It makes your skin just kind of flat and one-dimensional, and I mean that's the whole purpose of foundation, right? So now we're gonna add dimension and color back. So when you do your contour, it's, for me, I always like pull my skin up right here, and you're basically gonna follow the line. If you were to suck in your cheek, you're gonna feel your cheekbone right here. See it? And that's what we're gonna contour. So I'm not really contouring it yet, I'm just giving it some warmth and some nice color. There's the side that we already bronzed, and there's the side that we did not bronze. So when you're looking, obviously we're still baking, so the under eyes are gonna look a little weird, but you can already see the difference in the way your face looks. So it makes it look much more sculpted and defined. So now we're gonna do the other side. Like I've learned, like the Kardashians, I really could care less about them, but their makeup always looks flawless, and they start their contour up higher, like almost on it, and because your contour is going to come down naturally, but when you blend, you want to blend up, because if you start blending down, your face is going to look all like a big brown blob of contour, which, you know, it's just not the look we're going for. So you can see my natural shadow, I kind of go right on it, right above it, because when you start blending it, it's going to come down right there anyways. And like I said, blend up. Now, if you have a ton of time or you got crazy with your bronzer, I will show you how to clean it up. So I don't have a huge nose, but I like my nose to look a little bit slimmer right here, and I am not going to get a nose job. And so what I do is I just contour it with a little bit of bronzer, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So again, using the same Anastasia palette, I am going to be using this middle color right here. So you can see, okay, that these colors are much warmer, and those are the contour colors. This color's a little bit cooler, and it's just, I found the best color to do a nose contour. And the brush I'm going to use is this Real Techniques brush, and it's a fluffy eyeshadow brush, but it's my favorite for contouring my nose. So I just tap a little bit of product onto the brush, and I start up high and just draw a line with the eyeshadow brush down the bridge of my nose, and then I come down to the tip. So as I'm kind of drawing that line, I'm just blending in the product down the side of my nose, and then when I get to the tip, I just kind of rub my brush across the top of it. First initial steps. So you can see already, this side we're starting the contour, this side no contour. And you can also use a cream color to do your nose contour. I'm kind of just sticking to powders today and lately because it's just a lot easier for me to work with, first of all, and it's so much quicker for me than using the contour with the cream, or using the cream to contour. Hello, still not fully awake. So we're just gonna kind of buff off the excess yellow powder. again in the same sculpting brush. And I'm just tapping it really lightly. And again, we're gonna go back. Okay, when I do my contour, I don't go all the way in. So like I went far down with my bronzer. But when I use my contour, I just go like right to the corner of my eye. Just because I feel like it looks a little bit more natural. And my little baby hairs are getting all in my face right there. Okay, so on the side again, you're not gonna go all the way down with it. Well, I don't go all the way down with it. You can if you want to, but I just go like to the inner or the outer corner of my eye, and then I blend it up. Buff it out a little. Now, a little trick. So if you get too far down with your contour, if it's like way down there, or you want a really sharp, defined line, you can use your same brush that you use for the under eye to clean up that jawline. So you're just gonna put a little bit more banana powder or translucent powder, and just kind of go right under it. Okay, so when I do my blush, I use this angled, very fluffy, soft brush. I got it at Target. It's one of the Sonia Kashuk brush. I don't know. So I just did a bit in my Tarte palette that I'm using right now. I just tap it in there. I just put it on the apples of my cheeks. Okay, now for my favorite part of highlighting and contouring, Champagne Pop highlight from Jaclyn Hill. I'll show it to you guys. Do you see that beautiful highlight? Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Use this little Real Techniques setting brush, but it's just super soft and small, and I love the way it does my highlight. So I just tap it in. And I just go right over the tops of my cheeks. There you go. Now you can see that highlight. Like, it's gorgeous. And I always pop a little bit onto my nose. Okay, so the last step in your highlight and contour routine is going to be to set the look. So we're going to set today with my seriously addicted, I'm addicted to this stuff, I mean, the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So this is actually going to help your highlight to really pop and bling and like look like I'm highlighted. So just get it and spritz. And now you can really see that highlight that we just did. It's like a lot of Buddy! Buddy! Look! Say hi! Whoa! Whoa! Mwah. Oh, his kisses all over him.